Okay, moving on to question 8. Cylinder water storage tank with no top is 5 meters high. So there's no top. This is 5 meters high and 12 meters in diameter. If the diameter is 12, then the radius must be 6. It will cost $1.25 per square meter to paint the outside with paint. Find the cost of painting the cylinder. So the surface area is probably just the middle part. We don't really need to paint the bottom, which will be 2 pi RH. So the radius is 6 and the height is 5. We should get 60 pi. This will be in meters square. So the cost is going to be 60 pi times $1.25 per square meters. And I would just type that into the calculator, 60 pi times 1.25. And I got 235.62. So that would be the answer. Question 9. What area of pavement is covered by 5 revolutions of a roller? So you have a roller. When we are painting with a roller, the only area that is being painted would be the middle part. So surface area of this side area is again just 2 pi RH. So we were told that the radius is 1.2 and the height is 3.6. So we were told that this is 3.6 meters wide and the radius is 1.2. So I just plug that in. We are going to do this by 5 revolutions, so I can times that by 5. And that should give me an answer. 2 times 1.2 times 3.6 times 5 times pi. Just plug this into the calculator. They are just all multiplying each other. We get 135.72 meter square. Question 10. Which is the bigger slice of a pie? So, one, you have a third of a 6 inches pie. Well, in a pie is circular, so the area is just pi r squared. So pi 6 squared. That would give us 12 pi inches square. So that double hypothesis in math means inches. Second one, 1/5 of a 8 inches pie. Same idea, just pi times a squared. I got 64 divided by 5 is 12.8 pi inches square. And then the third one is 1/8 of a 10 inches pie. So I get 12.5 inches square. So it looks like the second one is the bigger slice. So 1/5 of 8 inches pie is the largest. Question 11. Which one is the best buy? Okay. So, the first one, if a quarter of a pizza is $2.25, you can say the first option, you will have 2.25 times 4 would be the cost of one pizza. 2.25 times 4, so it's $9 per pizza. Second one, same idea. It's $1.60 times 6 because 1/6 of this pizza is $1.60. So the entire pizza will be $9.6 for the entire pizza. Third one, 1.25 times 8, and we get $10 per pizza. So if this represents the same pizza, the first option will be the best buy. So a quarter pizza for $2.25 is the best buy. Question 12. Since a cylindrical tank closed at the top and bottom is 4 meters in diameter, so that's 2. If the diameter is 4, the radius is 2, and this is 14. If tank is made from 3 rectangular shaped pieces, how much material is needed to make the tank? You see the middle piece, if you unfold this, it looks something like that. This will be 2 pi r, and this will be h. The top piece is a circle, so if we are using a rectangular piece, it would look like a square. And this will be 2r and 2r. Same idea here. You will have another square. This is also 2r and 2r. Okay. We already know r is 2 and the height is 14. So how much material is needed? So the surface area here will be 2r times 2r times 2 for the 2 pink square, and then plus 2 pi rh. So this is 8r squared plus 2 pi rh, and then r is just 2, and h is 14. So we get 32 plus 56 pi. And this will be in meters squared. Or I can just type that into the calculator. So 56 pi plus 32. That's 207.93 meters squared. And then moving on to 13. 2 pipe of the same length have an inside radius of 3 and 4 representatively. What would be the radius of a single pipe that will allow the same capacity of water to run through it as the 2 pipes together? So first pipe, and second one. Okay, so this one is 3, this one is 4. We haven't learned how to find the volume yet, have we? We're still doing surface area here. But volume is really just the base area times the height. So pi 3 squared. The height, I'll just let it be 1, just for simplicity. We just let the height be 1. The volume here is pi r squared times h. Just the base area times height, right? Because for any prism, this is how we do it. Just the base area times the height for any kind of prism. And a cylinder is really just a circular prism. So the total volume is going to be 9 pi plus 16 pi, which is 25 pi. Now we want to have one single pipe that is large enough so we don't know what the radius is. That's what they're asking us to find. But we can say pi r squared times 1 equals to 25 pi. So we get pi r squared equals to 25 pi. We can divide both sides by pi to get r squared equals to 25. And then we can square with both sides to get r equals to 5. So that's the answer. We just need a pipe that has a radius of 5. Okay. And then question 14. So we have a cylinder with a radius of 1 and a height of 1. A, if you double the height, so the height becomes 2. Surface area will be 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi rh. So we get 2 pi plus 4 pi, which is 6 pi. The original surface area will be 2 pi r squared, so 2 pi 1 squared plus 2 pi rh. So both the r and the h is 1 in the original cylinder. We should have 2 pi plus 2 pi, which is 4 pi. So we can say, we can just use the new surface area divided by the old surface area. So this will be 1.5 times greater. And then B, we double the radius. And then the height remain the same. Surface area will be 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. So we should have 8 pi plus 4 pi. We get 12 pi. So again, if you use the new surface area divided by the old one, this is the new surface area and this is the old surface area, you will see that it's 3 times bigger. So surface area is 3 times as much. And then C, we double the height and the radius. So this becomes 2, this becomes 4. Surface area is 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. We get 8 pi plus 16 pi. So you get 24 pi. The new surface area is 24 pi. The old one is 6. Sorry, the old one is 4. So now we can say that the surface area is 6 times larger. And then D, you triple the height. So this is just 1 and this is 3. Oh, why did I write 2 here, 4 here? It should be 2. So that's 8. That's 16. Yeah, the initial height was just 1. I don't know why I did that. So this is just 4 times larger for C. And then D, surface area is 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi rh. This will be 2 pi plus 6 pi, which is 8 pi. So 8 pi divided by the original 4 pi is just 2 times greater. E, you want to triple the radius. So the radius from 1 becomes 3. The height is the same at 1. Surface area is 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi rh. We get 18 pi plus 6 pi, which is 24 pi. So 24 pi divided by 4 pi is 6 times as much. Because again, the original surface area is 4. That's why we are dividing it by 4. Use the old one, I mean the new surface area divided by the old one. Let's see how many times as much is the surface area. This time we want to triple both the radius and the height. So this becomes 3, this becomes 3. Surface area 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. We get 18 pi plus 18 pi, which is 36 pi. So with the new surface area divided by the old one, we get 9 times as much. And that's it. I will see you in 3.5.